Okay, Singy, he's got some extra. It's the San Francisco Giants taking on the Houston Astros. So almost ready to get underway. And on the mound in this one, Al Leiter.
Well, Boog, almost 2,000 strikeouts in his career, and such a great milestone for him to reach. I think this guy's got a lot more in him. Maybe we'll see 3,000 at some point.
Okay, all set to go. And digging in for San Francisco, Cal Ripken Jr. Fouled off. He was late. Here's the 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 0-2. The shortstop takes the ball.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Next one misses, and that's ball 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Chipper Jones, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Sneaks through, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Hank Aaron, the next Giant to hit. He's a guy who does it all. Right through there for a strike. Leiter, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and he works in a 2-seamer. Finds its way through, base hit. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with 1 down. And now here's the veteran DH, Babe Ruth. Outside.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
On the ground to second, might be 2. Larkin has it for 1. Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning.
Pitcher made the pitch, and his players made the play behind him. Nice job. 4-6-3.
And we're back. And on the hill, Hal Newhouser.
Boog, over 200 career wins. That's a lot by today's standards. Tells you about the longevity of his career, his ability to work deep into games, even when he doesn't have his best stuff.
Here's the veteran shortstop, Barry Larkin.
0-1's the count.
On the ground. Chipper fires to first. Larkin gone on the play. Now we check out the Astros lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get 1 pitch. You better not miss it.
Just missed. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
2 down, bases empty. Here's a big power threat, Jeff Bagwell. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball.
Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Gathers and throws. It's there, and that's a great play.
Making it look easy at the keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high.
And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started, and digging in for San Francisco, Mickey Mantle. And that's in for a strike. In the air on the infield, Larkin. Hauls it in, and there's one away. So up next, Frank Thomas. Strike one.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
One down, base is empty. And that misses. 1-2 to count. And that's in the dirt. No score here in the second. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the power speed combo. Willie Mays. That's a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Hard hit, left field, base hit. So 2 down. Mike Piazza, the next Giant to hit. In there, and it's 0-1. Mays off of first with 2 away. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Walker makes the grab, and that is that. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Bottom half of inning number 2, and here's the veteran outfielder, Ken Griffey Jr. Newhouser back to work. Hard hit left side. Over to first, and a quick out number 1. Stepping in, Larry Walker. This guy with big-time power and an elite defender. Fought off foul.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
0-1. And that one is lifted in the air. Mays has it sized up. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Now the catcher up to hit, Gary Carter. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Oh, 1 down. On the ground to the left. Throws to first in time, and that is the inning. Astros go down 1-2. And we're back. Top half of the 3rd inning, and digging in for San Francisco, Jackie Robinson. And ball 1. Robinson goes 5 feet 11 inches, hitting 9th in today's lineup. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. And the slider just misses. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Hauls it in for the out. Back to the top of the lineup at the plate, Cal Ripken Jr. That's in there. It's 0-1.
We'll always know Cal Ripken for the streak, but he was about so much more than that. He really changed the way we think about the shortstop position.
Check swing, tried to hold up, now an appeal to first. And he went around, according to Clyde Washington. The 0-2. Got him looking. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
There's the strike.
When Ripken came along, he was not in the mold of a traditional shortstop. He was a big, strong guy. His offense was just as strong as his fielding, though, and he had some pop.
2 outs. And a foul ball. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Walker squeezes it, and that is that. Nothing doing for the offense. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Sways through that. Yeah, even though middle infielders with power in common now, Ripken still holds the record for most homers hit by a shortstop. It might not be as unbreakable as one of his other records. Still pretty impressive, though.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Got him. Swinging.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
George Brett in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Next offering is in for a strike. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. He's there. He's got it. 2 down. Here's the veteran outfielder, Ricky Henderson. Right side, hard hit. Gets it to first, and that is that. 9 straight retired here to start the game. And welcome back to the ballpark. Start of the 4th. Here's some real power at the plate. Hank Aaron. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
That misses the zone, and it's 2-1. That one ripped. That's back there. And gone. He'll touch them all. His second of the year. It's 1-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
Let's break out the StatCast numbers. And Singy, it tells us this home run was projected at more than 450 feet.
Yeah, and not many players can hit home runs as far as this one. That's a special feeling, and I'm sure he was giggling a little bit as he was jogging around the bases. That was one heck of a swing he put on the baseball.
That one just misses.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others. And right here, clearly letting the ump hear it a little bit.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Top half of inning number 4.
Two balls. 2 strikes.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
And delivers outside.
These first 2 hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
And strikes he goes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen.
Nope, that's
Did
down.
not expect that location, in my opinion.
Mantle takes low, second trip to the plate in this one. Next offering is in for a strike. On the ground right side. And he takes it himself for the out. 2 down, bases empty. And now the first baseman, Frank Thomas. That one's in there. That's strike 1.
0-1.
High fly ball, right field. Walker settles underneath it, corrals it, and that'll do it. Giants off to a good start. It's a solo. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the shortstop, Barry Larkin. That one fouled off.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Smoked on the ground a second. Robinson whips it to first. 1 up, 1 down. So digging in, Craig Biggio went down on strikes his first time through.
Biggio.
Swinging a foul straight back. And Craig and Kevin Biggio were just the second father-son combo to each hit for the cycle. Pretty cool for both of them. And you know how I love the cycle. Hit on the ground to the right side. And it goes just foul.
Talking about Craig's son, Kevin, he's a solid player, has a lot of his dad in him, too. Plays the game real hard.
Off the mark there. Going to count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Headed towards the corner. Aaron on his horse. Pulls it in on the run. And there's 2 away. Stepping in the long ball threat, Jeff Bagwell.
Oh, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And it's fouled away. Chases the changeup in the dirt. In time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. And we're back. Ready now for the 5th inning. Willie Mays digging in now. Hit in the air, right field. Walker drops into the glove. 1 away. Mike Piazza, the next Giant to hit.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
In the dirt, and it's 1 and 1. 1 out, bases empty. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Snags it for the 2nd out. 2 outs, bases empty. Now here is Jackie Robinson. Trying to bunt his way on, and that's just foul. The wind of the pitch. And strike 2. 2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. Ground ball up the middle. What a stop. Throws from his knees. And he gets him. Nicely done.
That was a great job of doing the math. He had the perfect angle. Diving stop. Completes the play.
Bottom of the inning. And here now is the Astros cleanup hitter, Ken Griffey Jr. Newhouser back to work. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Hauls it in for the out. Larry Walker up next for the Astros. Fly to center his first time. Ripped on the ground to second. Throw over to Thomas. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. Here's the catcher to hit, Gary Carter. And that's a fair ball. So a man aboard. Now a chance for Mark McGwire.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Outside.
Ball,
And that's ball 1. Carter leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next offering is in for a strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And misses inside. Two outs. Missed with a changeup. 3-2 down.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. So the Astros lead 1, and it remains 1-0. Welcome back.
Leading
Quite a
the
pitcher's
Giants,
duel so
the
far.
shortstop,
Here's how the
now.
starters. Are performed up to this point. We're back, and they
Now
make a
pitching
change
for
to
the
start the
Astros,
6th. The new pitcher,
Number
Brandon Webb.
18.
And he comes on here for the first
Red.
time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
And that is out of play. Ripken, a member of the 3,000 hit club, and he's one of the few 2-time MVPs in the league. Good job to fight that one off. That missed
1
by a
ball,
lot.
2
And it's
strikes.
1-2. And that
That's ball
skips
2.
in the dirt. Hit on the ground to short. Larkin. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Chipper Jones. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
0-1
He's a
the count.
bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the ballpark, but obviously out of the bullpen you're looking to limit home runs.
Yeah, and that's why he's such a high leverage arm. Just doesn't matter for him. He looks at attacking the zone and attacking
Up
hitters
next,
regardless of the
the
situation.
right fielder, Hank Aaron.
That misses
Outside,
the
that's a
zone.
ball.
Ball 1. Ground ball left side. Brett fires
He's
over
out.
to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. 3 up, 3 down that time. 8-9. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Schaube with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, George Brett. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
In the air to left down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Makes the grab, 1 away. Now the left fielder, Ricky Henderson. He's 0 for 1. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Pretty frugal guy.
Oh,
He is
count.
very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Slapped foul. One down, base is empty. Base hit. So the batting order turns over. And now the shortstop, Barry Larkin, has grounded out a couple of times. Here's a rocket to right field. 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And there's a foul ball. With the tying run on at first here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
He was all over that one. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good. Chance now to even this game if they can put a ball in play, maybe an error, maybe a hit.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 2 left for the Astros. They still trail 1-0. Top of inning number 7. Now it's the DH, Babe Ruth. Outside low, and that's ball 1. Webb, a former Cy Young Award winner, he features a sinker, a curve, a changeup, a cutter, and he works in a 4-seamer.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Oh, great stop. Now a jump throw, and they get the out. So up next, Mickey Mantle. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Fouled off left side. 1 down, base is empty. Missed with a changeup. Now 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Now 1
Ball
missed.
3.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Out to short, Larkin. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, I believe we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
Thomas up to the plate for the 3rd time as he looks at 1 down low. Shoots a line drive single into right center. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Everything came together for him. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Gotta love looking in at your dugout and seeing your teammates fired up.
In the dirt.
0-2.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield. Gonna have to buckle down and make a pitch or two to get out of this little jam he's worked himself into after the 2-out hit, then that wild pitch. Good time to step off, take a deep breath.
That one the other way. Biggio in plenty of time to first. That ends the inning as they squander a chance to pick up some insurance. Giants leave a couple, but they lead it 1-0. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Bottom of the 7th, and we got a pinch hitter to lead it off. Josh Gibson.
Number 20.
Man, it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh?
Swing and a high fly ball. That one out towards left center field. Way back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch, man. He's going to want that one back, no doubt.
So now a pinch hitter, Lance Berkman. Big spot for him here. And that one fouled off. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
And now Gary Carter. And strike one to the catcher.
Pretty amazing, his first pitch strike percentage, over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter, you got to be ready to let it fly, even though he's had a lot of success on that first pitch of the at-bat.
Willie Mays makes the play. And there's 2 down. Next is the designated. There comes a pinch hitter for the Astros, Ian Kinsler. And this is a big at bat in this ball game.
Kinsler.
In the air, foul off first. He's under it. That is the inning. One left for Houston. They trail here. Catfish Hunter will take over here.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Hunter.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. 1-0. Just missed.
Ball 2.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Puts it away for the out, and there's 1 down. Now it's the Giants' leadoff hitter, Cal Ripken Jr. Swing and a ball popped up. Bagwell has this one sized up. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Now the third baseman, Chipper Jones. 1 for 3. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. He swings and fouls one off. Ball one there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him looking. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing doing there for San Francisco, but they still lead it 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. There comes a pinch hitter for the Astros, Alex Gordon.
They're running out of time in this game, trying to get something started here.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. And that one fouled off. Foul ball, still 0-2. And he hits a ground ball right side. Tosses to first. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. And stepping in for the Astros, Ricky Henderson. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swung on, belted, back there. And it bangs off the wall. Henderson around second, on his way to third. In with a 1-out triple as that puts the tying run at third.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. So close to blasting that one out of here the other way, but well, that's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field. A chance now to even the score and maybe extend this game.
Ball, that pitch is out.
The tying run is 90 feet away. And a count 1-2.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
That's down and in with a single base runner. Because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Holding on to a 1-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move back, give themselves more time on a grounder to make a play. A lot more ways to work out of this and strand that runner at third now.
Biggio swings through it for strike 1.
Oh, I'm impressed with that challenge pitch right there. Even with this slim lead, this guy's not afraid to go right after these hitters.
0-2 now as he swings through it.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out.
All set to start the 9th in this one. And now the right fielder, Hank Aaron. And first offering is fouled off. And a breaking ball misses outside. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Gibson ranging back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Well, I didn't think he got it off the bat, but the wind made it a lot more interesting than expected. Nice job of the center fielder. Puts it all the way back to the warning track. Man.
Ruth, the next to hit, takes ball one. Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in into second, and he's got it double.
All over that one right there. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
And a base hit, and it gets by him. The run comes in from second, and they lead by 2.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Thomas in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Mantle stands at third with one gone in the inning. That one out to right. Berkman. And there are 2 down. Willie Mays, the next Giant to hit. Fastball for a strike.
So impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little.
Base hit and a run in to score.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Ripped on a line to center. And Gibson makes the play. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Raleigh Fingers.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Raleigh, more than 100 career wins on the mound, and they traded for him earlier this year. Foul ball there. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
Wow, just great bites of that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
That misses, and that is ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out. Now it's the right fielder, Lance Berkman. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And that one is out of here. A solo shot. It's 3-1.
So frustrating for any pitcher. Finished outside the zone, and he still managed to get punished with a home run.
And now Gary Carter. First pitch swinging. Two-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. Hit to second, and this should do it. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Giants even this series up at a game.